Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Unnecessary Roughness, pending TBC, as always. Thank you for joining us for another week. We'll start with our right this time. We'll go, what's that? Clockwise. We've got Aiden Frozen Veggie Pots. We've got Gary Real Veggies McCain Steel. We've got Mitch Paddle Pops Brown. And to my left, we got Fleeger What's a Veggie Masters. I'd just like to say that wasn't... I didn't create those nicknames this week. I thought we'd mix it up. And a person anonymously sent me those through. Who was in this room, though? So see if you can narrow that down. But
must be a bloke that eats real veggies with that one.
Like a veggie brain.
How are we all this week, boys?
Fucking good.
What about last week? We waffled on. We didn't think we'd talk for an hour, but we ended up going past the hour mark. So
Mate, when there's anything to do with NFL, we can fucking...
we could have went longer.
We can go longer.
Yeah, that was a
we
summary.
had to cut it off. The wife was at home getting the shits.
Or sports movies, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
true, that's right.
we'll let the viewers know exactly what happened because we are a bit late recording. Won't be late on releasing. You know, the producer's been pushed back to get this episode out by 2 days' notice. But Mitch, why are we recording on a Monday and not a Sunday, mate? What's going on, you reckon?
The higher-ups decided to push it till Monday. We feel that a better time slot, even though it will get released on the exact same date, I believe, the same time, be there, 8 o'clock Wednesday. I've just told by higher-ups, you can't do this weekend, better for family, team-friendly, all that shit that I'm making up on the spot. So, I was in Sydney. I was in the Big Smoker, right? Okay. I was having a bit of eggs and toast in the morning, and I was looking at all these...
Eggs, Benny and toast, how much does it go for in Sydney these days, mate?
Fucking above 20.
Above
Above 20.
I was thinking
fucking,
above 30.
I'll tell you what looked like a fucking $20 eggs and Benny, though, was the back half of the porcelain at fucking Flegger's house. That's the real reason why we weren't recording on the
good
Sunday.
luck selling that used toilet on Marketplace. Make it slightly used brown porcelain.
How is the arse, Flegger, all right?
It's good, it's good. Got a pillow under me, so.
And a nappy included.
He's in the black shorts for a reason.
100%. Are they shorts?
Yeah, mate.
No, get up and give us a spin. Get up and give us a spin. Show the camera
Show
what
the
you're on
camera.
about.
Give us
Here we go.
This is the OnlyFans content.
Here we go. You pay for this. Oh! That's just to hold him together. Okay.
Ready to go on Lorna Jane Parade.
Now, you do realise if you did eat more veggies, you wouldn't have tap guts like that.
Multivitamins.
You must have some fibre because it was still leaking. Anyways, boys, we'll get started around the league. Since I guess the big news is the pre-season's finally started. Even though fucking no hope has played and there was no starters at all, CJ Stroud, Caleb Williams, mainly DJ Moore didn't have an appearance except on the sidelines. It's still a start. It's still progress, and we're one step closer to kick off. So I'm guessing no one even watched the game.
Oh, I did because I was
did?
home sick.
I was just about to say, hold
You
the
did watch it
phone.
on the toilet.
Nah, I only I seen Gary put it into the chat, so I was like, have a look. And it was shit ass.
Yes.
They didn't even play the full game. They fucking called it
Yeah.
off.
Did
that's
they?
right.
Yeah.
What's the reason for that?
I stopped after the second quarter.
Weather.
Yeah.
Pussies.
Whether, yeah.
Poor
But they
bastards,
play in
eh?
snow.
Well,
Yeah.
I actually don't know because it's summer over there.
No, but they
But
have played in
still.
snow last
Oh
year.
yeah.
That game with
No, but-
Miami and fucking...
But I don't know if you
Chiefs.
blokes have been keeping up with Event or Hoyt Cinemas, but there's a new movie out. Is it called Twister?
Twister.
Yeah. It's got nothing to do with KFC, but basically that's what I think was being threatened at the Chicago and the Houston game was basically a risk of twisters because it was so fucking windy.
Right. I've actually heard a rumour, to call it tinfoil, whatever you will, but that was actually a KFC marketing movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Holy
deep
fuck.
dive. But, you know, you just said Twister. People immediately go, Twister, KFC, not some B-grade fucking thriller. Would you call it a thriller?
Oh, a B-grade
B-grade,
NFL
just-
game.
No, I was saying
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie, but...
I actually had the game up while I was at work.
Did
I had
you?
it in my tool belt listening to the
You wanted to
voices.
see who the fourth string, how
I
he
want to know
played.
who I got to look for.
Yeah, mate.
Just to let you know,
No,
there's
I-
absolutely no one.
I actually want to, I was stoked to see fucking Cam Akers out there. I don't know if you blokes have known what he's been up to lately. He's been injured.
Fuck all. That's
Fuck
what he-
all.
Rehab.
Yeah, rehab. He's been
By himself, without the boys.
He's been struggling, but it was good to see him
was
out
a-
there. He scored a
Akers
TD.
is back.
Yeah,
All over the NFL
That's what I mean.
pages.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was done, but genuinely, like when you see a bloke get injured, it's good to see him come back and not injure themselves within the first game.
There was a big
Fucking,
hype.
you say all that, but what about my boy OBJ? Back him out like
Mate, he
he's
just
a
had a
bag
few
of
down
shit.
years, but he just
be
needs a
back.
good
He'll be
receiver,
back.
good QB,
Oh, you
such
got-
as not Matt Stafford, someone better than that, to throw him some dimes. But honestly, how shit would it be if you were like, because I think it was mainly third string, second strings, just play that game. They get like 16 quarters, if that, for 4 weeks, and then they're never going to see the field again, and then it's cut short. Like,
That'd be so
Yeah, that'd be
shit.
tough. They're probably laughing. They're probably sitting on 5
like I said,
mil.
you get a 5
like,
mil
for doing
KO,
fuck all.
like the
5 mil
rest
for
of us.
fuck all. Really.
Anyways, there's not really much to take away from that, but other than, I don't know, Caleb might be in danger. But the bigger news, one of my household favourites, household name, I should say, anywhere I go, is Mr. DJ Moore. He got his bag, which is great to see. 4 years, 110 million. Wide receivers getting paid left and right. As long as your initials aren't BA or DA, the last name that starts with A, I believe. They're not getting paid, but every other wide receiver is.
Who's DA?
Devontae. Wait, no, fuck. I got that mixed up.
Hey,
No, hang on. Brandon Ayuk.
Brennan, are you?
CD
Yeah.
Lambs.
CD.
CD.
I got my D's and my C's and mixed up, so yeah.
Can
Thanks,
amplify
Lego,
really
for
coming out
correcting
there,
me.
isn't it?
Yeah, I just see numbers, I don't see. But what do you boys think? He is high on DJ as much as me? It's probably not. I know the answer to that. But what is it surprising at all? No.
I reckon he's worth it.
I reckon
No bullshit. I actually reckon
That's under
DJ
30
Moore
mil a
is
year.
DJ Moore is actually
Fucking-
really good, man.
I think we were talking last week about Miami Dolphins and their offense. Which wide receivers on that much money?
Reek is now. He got an extension.
He got but no, not now, but like he was on about that money. You know what I mean?
Amon's on 30
and
mil.
then Jalen Waddle as well. I think he's on 26 or something.
Who did?
But
who
like
did-
yeah, that's the type of caliber athlete you're looking
Christian Kirk from Jags over to Tennessee. He got similar money like that. I'm pretty sure,
Calvin
didn't
Ridley,
he?
you mean?
Calvin Ridley. Sorry, my bad. Calvin Ridley. Christian Kirk's at the Jags.
Captain Kirk, yeah.
So yeah, bit of confusion there. Sorry.
But the big thing is like when you're looking at a 4-year extension, they're obviously fucking locking in, you know, their wide receiver one. And I think that is, you don't reckon?
No, I don't think he's wide receiver one. He'll go between 1 and 2. I still
No,
reckon
I- no,
Keenan.
no.
I still reckon Keenan Allen's
I'm
got a
saying
lot.
that on the respect of the fact that they're looking at a 4-year extension.
Oh, like further
And
than this year.
Keenan's not on a 4-year contract.
He's
you know
top
what I mean?
dog there.
He
Don't
is,
care
but
what
like
anyone
all I'm saying is that they're locking in their
They're looking
future
for
wide
future,
receiver one.
yeah.
And considering they've fucking got this, who's the guy? Caleb Williams.
Yep.
Like they got him there now.
And Roma Dunze.
They're just setting
They have
themselves
the
up.
receivers.
You know what I mean?
In theory, on paper, they have themselves set on receivers. Offense, I haven't seen the O line. I've no O line on scout, but the rest of their they've got weapons in there.
I don't have much to. I don't know.
I think
much
Flegg is our
about
resident
the
O lineman.
He is.
He's a
He
Jason
likes
Kelce.
he likes the Detroit Lions.
He's
O-line.
built like an O
In the
lineman.
dirty. Yeah.
But I think with the whole point of the fact that they've signed this 4-year extension, it's just purely because they're locking in their future. But I think
They just sign him.
no, they had to sign him. But at the end of the day, I do think that there's less concerns than the offensive line. I think honestly, it's just going to come down to how good of a season Caleb Williams
Yeah,
has.
that's
Like, how is he going to handle
that's
his
Bears
first
in a
fucking
nutshell,
season?
really.
Fuck, he's gonna get some pressure if that O line.
But
fuck,
on the flip side, you could argue who's DJ's actually older than I thought. He's 27, but he's had some dog shit QBs. But he's
27.
relative to an NFL.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. It's all downhill from
Shit,
here. But
Aiden's just turned 32.
Brett Favre over here. But what was I saying before that funny point by Gussie?
He was old.
He's
You
old.
thought- yeah, you thought he was.
He's older than I
You
thought, but he's had some dog shit QBs, and I know some people are high on Justin Fields, but you know, for him to put up the production that he did last year with pretty shit QB play, like you could see that as if Caleb's even slightly better than any QB he's had, which would be easy. But I saw a stat there that I'm not sure if this is all true, but this would be insane. He's the first receiver in history to have, so he's been in the league for 6 years, but with this extension, basically 10 years of contract. So he's had, he's covered for 10 years. He's had it all guaranteed,
Yeah, right.
which
True.
that's pretty insane. Because like if they cut him, I'm pretty sure it's just dead cap. So they're basically
Yeah,
locked
it
in
is. So
fairly hard.
and then if he doesn't play the next year, that's still money that he's owed.
Yeah. So
Because the 49ers have
Russell Wilson's the biggest one for
something
Broncos.
ridiculous.
Like 60 mil.
Was it who was the QB that was there before Jimmy G? They drafted him early.
Marino.
Trey Lance.
Marino.
Who?
Trey Lance. Trey Lance playing for the
think-
Cowboys now. Back
I
up.
think
to,
that's the name.
Yeah.
They still
He's
owe
like third
him.
round-
They
third
still
pick.
owe him money through. Stop fucking touching. They still owe him money through dead cap space. So they're still paying a portion of his wage, and he's not.
Yeah.
He's not even playing for it. He's not even on the roster.
He's done well there, hasn't he?
financially.
He's
support.
right. He's rorted the system.
On the topic of Justin Fields and fucking
Puslinger Wilson.
Danger
Yeah,
Russ.
Puslinger Wilson. Puslinger Wilson has a fucking, I think it's a calf strain or some sort.
Yeah.
He's in the bin at the moment.
Trying
But,
to get up to that 6
but,
foot height.
but Fields is licking his lips, and apparently he's been fucking doing a pretty good job with that offensive
I
line.
rated him. I've rated Justin Fields for a long time.
Pick him up then, you pussy.
I wanted to, but Tobias had him last year.
18th round, do it.
18th round when I rest Lamar Jackson.
Waiver wire, go, money. The Steelers. Everyone forgets though. There's a new offensive coordinator in town, and I think Gussie may have words of him because he did his boy Drake London and Bijan dirty last year. It's Arthur Smith, the former head coach of Falcons, he had a dog shit.
He was terrible.
He was
last
feeding
year.
Algier more snaps than fucking Bijan.
Kyle Pitts was meant to be the man
Who
last
knows? He
year.
might have Russell playing running back and Justin Fields playing tight end. Who knows?
Justin Fields
fruity
wanted
selections out
to
there,
return
formation.
kicks. They had him returning kicks.
He'll be doing he'll be playing. Fucking Bugs will pick him up in Madden next week and send him on a drag route. Justin Fields still fucking win. So.
Back to the DJ Moore thing. Flegger, what do you reckon? Do you think he's worth that caliber or not?
I just don't really like him.
You don't?
Fuck me.
Well, is that like
Put 30
is
on
that
him, that's
fantasy
why.
bias from last
Yeah,
year on what
fantasy
on what he
bias.
done? Like
You know, he's just
you don't think he's
one
worth
and
it?
done. You know, that's all he was. That's all
Yeah?
he's good for.
Yeah, he's
infuriated.
definitely boom or bust. Like Gabe Davis type receiver.
Gabe
Holy
Davis,
fuck,
he
Gabe
wouldn't
Davis.
hold his
That's a
job
bit of an
strap.
insult. I think he's a lot better than Gabe Davis.
Last one before this, also wrote down the Bears in general. They're very very shit, yeah. But also, there's, like people say, if there's potential with Caleb, there's a lot of unknowns. Their over under reflects that. We love our sports. We love our research here. Sportsbet has them over under 8.5 wins. So basically, dead mid Atlanta Hawk level mid. They're predicting them to be. Do you guys reckon they're above or over the line? Flag, he loves a bit of Sportsbet research. What do you think? Would you put that bet on?
Would you be getting fucking advice from Flag up?
Put money in, you get more money out, as we learned.
I'd go under.
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Mitch, what
Under's
do you
not
reckon?
good to take.
Who they got? They got
Hang on,
Packers,
who's their
Lions.
running back now?
They got John
Swift.
Bradley, the main one.
Yeah,
Swift a problem. They're going over.
No, but is their defense any good? Like,
Historically, they always had good defense. It's just their quarterback that's really let them down.
I don't know. I only know offense about the Bears.
I reckon it's bang on.
That's a very mid.
Yeah, that's the whole point of over under.
The bookies know what they're talking about. I would go over.
I'd go under because I reckon they'll be on 8 flat.
There you go. I reckon over because. But the only thing
so
stopped me.
would it be over or under 8.5?
So you reckon 9? No, you reckon 8. So it'll be under.
Under.
I think they're going 10.
Yeah.
I think they're cracking 10.
The only thing that gives me a bit of hesitation is their division. They're with the Lions, the Packers.
Well, yeah. What's their run like? That's the thing. Like,
Well, they're going to have to play Lions, Packers twice. That's 4 games already. Who are very tough teams. And they're going to have to verse Vikings, which they'll probably be favourites.
I think they'll do Vikings.
I reckon they'll get 9.
They'll do Vikings.
But yeah, so I'm going to get a bit of a mix. So me and Gussie are over.
We're going overs. Yep.
We're under.
The Bear is funny enough against the Bears.
I know what I'm talking about.
Bad news Bears.
It's bad news Bear, said Bear himself. So I thought our main discussion, since we a bit short notice here, or not short notice, we actually had a day longer to prepare, so there's no excuse. But our main discussion this week is we had a few gaffes on the podcast last week. I'm not sure if many of our listeners noticed it. A few of them, just to off the top of my head, Chris Jones never actually played for Cardinals.
here we go.
Who I won't say who said that, but it's an Arizona fan said that. So that's a bit of a big gaff there. We also, and he said it in jest, but also the same offender said that Dan Marino was the backup to Tua, and he's adamant that he was joking. A bit of tongue in cheek, a bit of
so
dry
full
humour.
of it, isn't
I'm a bit
he?
on the fence, but I reckon he fully
so
meant
full
that.
of it.
Dan Marino was a great QB when he was not 70 years old. So
When he's back in the 80s.
back when they played 14-game seasons. So there's also that. James Cook does not play for the Raiders. That was not a big free agency move.
Who said that? Like,
James Cook, you know?
Yeah, he's for the Raiders, isn't he?
no, he's
Remember?
from Buffalo.
Yeah,
He's Buffalo.
We were talking. Yeah, I know.
No, but
but
you said
he
Who did
he's-
I? Was I thinking
because
Josh Jacobs?
no, Flegger was on about like Zamir White or something.
It was James Cook. We're talking about James Cook, and he had James Cook last year.
Oh,
And he's
I
like,
said that.
hang on, whoa. Hasn't James Cook at Raiders now?
Oh, sorry, guys. That it rings a bell. I
don't
did do
sorry,
that.
mate.
I did it.
He did 2
You're a
of them,
fuckwit,
so.
mate.
It's funny. Keep rolling them while you're on the Gary topic. 'cause
no. That's actually
going.
the main thing. And but very quick fact. Again, Chris Jones never played a single snap for anyone else, let alone Cardinals. He's always been a Chiefs man. But same jersey, I can see where the mishap might have happened.
Mate, I messaged, because you messaged me after the next day, and you're like, hang on, I think you got that stat completely wrong.
They put in the chat, there's
Yeah.
like 6 different things
Yeah.
that we fucked up.
No, but I was
Actually,
thinking of
you
Chandler Jones, you fucking pelican, not Chris Jones.
Here we go. He says Chandler. We'll have
Who
another
does Chandler
buffer
Jones
next
even
week.
play for
He
now?
played
even
for
know
Pats,
Chandler Jones.
for Pats, Cardinals. He's actually John Jones' cousin, I believe. Quick fact.
John Jones, UFC.
But
I just got me Jones's
Oh,
mixed up.
Jones.
Isn't he Dan Jones's fucking
fucking Dan Jones.
brother or something?
I'm trying to find the other gas, but we'll leave it at that. Anyways, we had a few misslips last week, which is fine.
But that's why the listeners listen.
Exactly. You know, we're not perfect. We never say we
And
are.
we wouldn't have known those things unless our viewers
That's
got
right.
back to us.
We
They
didn't
actually
realise
they
until
messaged us
our
and
DMs
said,
just
"Hey
blew up.
guys, these things are incorrect.
Yeah.
You might want to fix it up for next
Being the
week."
workers we are, we won't make those mistakes again, will we, Bugs? Anyways, the point of the story is there's some gaffes. Some things are true in life, some things are not. Now, the discussion that I'm leading in today, football players are not necessarily known for their intelligence. Can we all agree on that? Whether it's fair or not,
Nor podcast hosts.
yes, exactly. Every man and his dog. James Tedesco,
Jesse McCartney.
Josh Mansell has a podcast now. Like fucking anyone can get it. What I'm going to give to you boys is play a little game. Okay, so keep in mind they're not the smartest tools in the shed. Okay, but some could argue that Americans are a little bit, as we talked about with Rasheed Rice, they're not the smartest. You know, don't get Gussie started on that. I'm going to say a headline. It may be fake. Keep that in mind. But you guys have to tell me if it was a scandal or an off-the-field issue that occurred with an NFL player, an Aussie football player, most likely NRL. I think a biased NRL, or if it was just completely made up. Okay, simple.
What's this segment called?
So say, for example, that's a good name. I had two.
You had a great name for this.
So I'm going to say off the field in the papers. Makes no sense.
That's good.
Pretty
That
shit.
makes sense. I'll rate
Oh,
it.
thanks, Gussie, for the.
I got you back, mate.
Okay, sweet. So
You two
example,
bastards don't say anything.
quick rundown. I know Flegg is more AFL, but he'll know about this scandal. A man was found in a pub's bathrooms giving himself, quote unquote, a bubbler or urinating into his mouth.
Just start from there and work our way around.
Was that an NFL player? Was that an NRL player, Australian player, or was that just made up? He was urinating into his mouth in the pub bathroom.
This isn't footage of me in my
Mate,
bathroom.
just so you just so you're aware, think about it like it was happening. What happened to you on Saturday, Sunday night,
Yeah.
but not out of your ass.
Yeah.
Into the mouth.
I'll go NRL player.
Lucky that's a guess. What do you reckon, Gussie?
NRL.
NRL for
It's
sure.
Todd Carney.
It is.
Seems too Australian.
Yeah.
He
So,
even
there you go.
while,
You got
while
we
he's on
started on a
topic,
good.
he's even got alcoholic beverage out now called the Bubbler.
Really?
I swear there was an ad for it on his Instagram. I'll
Like
try and
hard
find
Actually,
it.
no. It was on his podcast. Yeah.
Was it?
Okay.
I don't even know if he has a podcast, but I swear to God, there was an ad. I seen it on Instagram, and it was like he full advertising the Bubbler.
What flavour is it? Solo or
I'm just letting you know.
a bit of lemon? No, I'm saying is it like
alcoholic ads
is it
out the
yellow
Bubbler.
flavoured? Is it ice? Yellow ice?
Dehydration.
Vodka, lime, and soda.
Dehydration. Okay, boys. So we get the gist. Okay. So, quick one. A player once took a dump on the sideline without any of the players or coaches noticing. Who did that, or was it false? And try to guess the
Who did
sport.
it specifically?
Well, no, sorry. Was it NFL, Aussie, or made up? Took a dump on the sideline and no one noticed.
Go Flegger.
I reckon it's true, and I reckon it's NFL.
Okay, go NFL.
I'm
That's insane.
going fake.
Fake.
Just because how fucking insane that sounds.
Now it does sound like it'd be something fucking you'd do, Fleg, after Sunday.
In full kit though, helmet, cleats, just dump them down like that.
The only reason I say that is because
I reckon. You remember that bloke that was running the 40 and he had his fucking cock fell out? I reckon it was him. So it was definitely the
Technically, he wasn't.
Yeah. So it was him.
So
His old fella fell out in the
So
40.
it's
yeah.
real, but it's not a footy player. Is
No,
that
it's NFL. It's NFL.
NFL?
Yeah.
Correct. It is NFL.
You're kidding. I
It
thought
was New
fake.
England Patriots, believe it or not. Linebacker Larry Izzo did this in the middle of a game, confirmed by Wes Welker, his former teammate. two quick things that are hilarious about this. One is that Larry Welker believes that this is his proudest accomplishment. So he's been to Pro Bowls, he's been to Super Bowls. Nothing comes close to that.
off.
That's
Did he get
Larry's
fined?
biggest achievement.
He would've gotten so much
this is
shit.
after the fact because no one knows. I don't know how he did it, the logistics of it. Like if
He just pooped.
he just
Explain
did
to
it. And also, Bill Belichick apparently gave him the game ball once he found out.
If you were a linebacker who needed to take a shit and you had to do it on the field, how would you do it, Mitch?
I'll do it in the helmet. Oh, no. Take that back.
No,
Take
it's
that
done
back.
now. You said it. Hold up.
Nothing to see here, boys. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, boys. It's just that new deodorant I've got on, I swear.
Mitch, that's fucked.
Fucking hell.
I was going to say, I'll go
Flegg,
to the
no point asking Flegg because he wouldn't have a choice. You know? It's just fucking.
it'd also all be liquid. It'd be nothing solid.
I
Yeah,
can't
tell
wait
the
for the fucking the reels, like the little snippet reels to come out. The helmet shitty.
Yuck.
So that was pretty nice.
How would you do it, Bugs?
Me?
Yeah, how'd you do it?
I'd be fucking pretty boring, mate. I'd just drop him down and just do it.
Would you?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
probably be a
would,
bit.
would you wipe or just put them straight back up?
What would I wipe it with, mate?
Hold up, are we talking
the
we're
gloves,
on the
you wear
field,
gloves.
like we're on the
glove off.
field, or
No,
like
that's-
we've
that's
come
what-
off?
That's what
I
this
think
guy's
it's
done.
boundary. Would be on the boundary.
Have to be. Well, we'll be on the
It wouldn't be on
field.
the field.
Well,
let's be real.
well, you never know. He might do a deuce in his deuce.
I'd like to know how he did it. I want video footage of see where he stuck out at.
Can we
you
get it
know?
up?
No, we can't though. It's just been verified by Belichick and former players. So I guess there's some correct.
Well, it's like that. I don't know his name. He's like, I think he's a famous NFL player. He used to play with hard on. Like he used to take like either
Have the
some
blue
sort of-
pill.
some sort of Viagra or something, and he'd
he
have
didn't need
a
a pill, mate.
proper fucking hard.
Is this one of the things? Is like an NRL?
Nah, but I'd
No,
like.
this
That's,
is
that's a
legit.
good one.
This is Flegger last week.
And because like he'd like get his fucking testosterone like kicking.
pumping.
Is there side effect diarrhea, mate?
You'll be able to spot that.
You just get to look weird in the showers.
Okay, next one. A player sustained a severe groin injury before a bye/like long weekend round, so for either sports, only to be found playing local football in his hometown.
Oh, yeah, I know this one.
So
Well, it's obviously true then. It's
Which-
NRL.
NRL?
NRL.
NRL for sure.
No.
Really?
Fake. Made it up.
It's not
Fucking
Trell Mint?
knew it for sure.
Is it
And
Trell Mint?
how's Aiden?
Yeah, I know this
yeah.
one.
No,
Chris
Trell
Jones
Mint, I
never
swear
played.
Trell Mint did this for Corey Knockout.
Maybe he did.
Nah, he
He fucking, it was like 2014
I
or something.
didn't
played,
find
he played
anything
the
about
Curry
it.
knockout.
But he
He's allowed
fucking
to
did
play
his
the
hamstring
Curry
or some
knockout.
shit.
He's allowed to.
So that one's fake. That was
Yeah,
going.
right. Oh, there you go.
Okay, we'll go. A player bit an opponent's penis during a game, subsequently being banned.
I'm saying false.
Nah, I go true in NFL.
NFL.
Seems like an NFL.
Yeah,
thing
they're
to
gonna bite dicks through the fucking helmet, mate. NRL.
No, they got cups.
So
Yeah,
we
they
got different ones.
do.
And
Oh, yeah, true.
Potts is right. It was actually NRL. It was
'Cause
Anthony Watts.
it was actually
Anthony
me.
Watts.
Anthony Watts, former Cowboy and Rooster, was banned only 8 games for biting a fellow player's wiener after a video review
Fuck.
in a tackle.
Bit someone's
You may as
cock.
well go all out with that, eh? Take the mouth guard off.
You get literally like done for fucking ages if you let alone bite someone.
What about the squirrel group that they had? Remember
James
the
Graham
squirrel
bit
group?
Billy Slater in the year. Remember that time in the grand final, and he got fucking. I reckon a knob would be a season long banning. But anyway,
Imagine the bacteria caught up on that thing. Sweaty game, and you just go and whack that thing in your mouth.
a player. This is another story. A player blew up his microwave after reading that microwaving your phone will charge it. How good's these stories, eh?
Sounds like
I'm
something
gonna
an
go-
American
I'm
would
gonna
do.
go false because
False, not real?
Like not real.
I'm going true.
Which one?
I'm going NFL.
Yeah, NFL. Yeah.
It is true. It's NRL.
Who did it?
For Manu Brown. For Manu Brown.
Oh.
No way. He played for the Tigers
Yeah,
last year. Now
Tigers,
he's at St.
yeah.
George. He's been shit between the Doggies, the Tigers, and the
But
Dragons.
yeah, apparently that's true. It's confirmed.
As a young fella, I found out that if you put, like you eat like a packet of chippies, small packet of chippies, you put that in the microwave and it shrinks it right down. I was making
Or if you wanna get-
mini bags of twisties after I'd
Or
eat them.
if your ice cream's rock hard, then you microwave the spoons.
Oh, fuck me.
No, we got some people
I
in
probably
trouble.
would have fallen for that too because I told that.
This one's a quick one. A player got done for DUI and blamed it on drinking 4 to 5 kombuchas.
I'm going to say true.
Yeah, true and
NRL.
NRL?
Because kombucha, isn't that? That's in Australia, isn't it?
NRL?
I don't think they got
Yeah.
over there.
So he's all going NRL.
Yeah.
It is true.
It's
NFL.
NFL.
Really?
Michael Floyd, former Arizona wide receiver. There's actually the longest story is so he lied. He's been done for multiple DUIs. Shocker.
Surprise, surprise.
and he said that he believed it was kombucha because he got
Stop picking your feet, cunt.
Now anyone's just going to
fucking
see.
scratching them on the podcast.
You got tinea.
on the
Oh,
live
you can't see
stream.
it too, mate. I'm just tickling them, all right?
Wipe it on Fleg's leg.
That's probably the
Anyway.
healthiest leg his legs been all week.
But he said that was his defence at 5:30 the next morning after apparently going to watch movies with his teammate Cole Rudolph. That was his defence.
Holy fuck.
How fucking dumb can you be?
Yeah, mate, just had a kombucha.
Apparently that did him 05, apparently over the limit. So 4 or 5 kombuchas. We'll go a couple more. This is is it famous or not famous? I don't know. A player blew up their hand lighting fireworks, which set off after he believed the fuse wasn't ignited due to the wind.
Blow up his what?
Hand.
Oh, I thought you said ham.
Oh.
Blow up his hand.
Yeah.
I'll go true and it'd be NFL.
Yeah, I'm going true. NFL, probably like a 4th of July weekend thing.
False.
False. It is NFL. It was Jason Pierre-Paul. He actually had to play over the club. He played for the Giants and Bucks, and he had to play over the club because I think he's
Club, like
he's
a
an
club.
actual, like
A golf club.
Like, you know the bloke from Happy
Damn,
Gilmore?
alligator bit my hand off.
Chubbs.
Chubbs. It's Chubbs. That's who it was.
Chop.
We'll we're here enough about income award season. Mate. We'll go 2 more. A team bribed a celebrity to endorse their club, only for it to be revealed that the celebrity got the team's name wrong when endorsing them.
Fuck, did that happen on the podcast last week?
Yeah, I go true NFL.
True. NRL.
NRL.
False. Make
Hey.
it up. That was a Mitch Brown white lie, that one.
Before you finish the segment, I've got one to add in. As
Okay, last one. A player got himself fired after posting an IG story of vaping in the toilets at half time.
Yes, he didn't get. He did get fired. He definitely got stood down. I don't know if it was a suspension or not,
What sport?
but it was true, and it's NRL, and I know who the player is.
Yeah, well, yeah, he is. You're correct. Who was it?
Tohu Harris.
Close. It was another has-been.
Kevin Proctor.
Yes, yeah, Kevin Proctor. Dreadlocks.
Kevin fucking
Yeah.
Sideshow Bob.
At the
That's
Titans.
Sideshow Bob.
Yeah.
So I love those yarns. There's some dumb,
I got one.
fucking low IQ moves there, but go.
All
What's your
right.
one?
A player was pissing in the centre of the field during the national anthem. True or false, and what code was
That had to
Well,
be
it's
NRL.
obviously true because you've thought of it.
No, actually, no. I'm going to say false.
I go true.
I'm going to say false.
True in NRL.
it? Bugs?
True in NRL.
Yeah, it's true, and it's in NRL. It was Russell Packer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is that when he? I didn't
The
know
big
he
bold
pissed.
dude who's playing for the Tigers at the time. God damn it. He was over at the Warriors.
That was when
on
he's
the
really
pitch.
over the hill.
Yeah, he was mad. Mad as a cut snake, mate. He just pissing during the national
Well, I
anthem.
knew he pissed during the game. I didn't know it was during the national anthem. So
Yeah, wild, eh?
just to add to the insult to injury. But,
Insane.
fuck. Well, that's my little segment. I don't know if it's the
Good job,
mainstay,
Mitch.
Yeah, second.
but yeah, players be smarter. For Uncle Gussie, take his advice with Rasheed Weiss. After he's still, I think he's he's still reeling from those insults that you landed him, but he deserved it. So you needed
He's
to
an
hear those
idiot.
tough words.
He's an idiot anyway.
We'll move on to some fantasy talk, boys. I guess with preseason starting and also the earlier weeks, who's some players or situations that you want to keep your eye on? Say if there's some question marks you need to answer, or if you think it's a bit intriguing, like what are some talking points? Anyone got anything off the top of their head? It's fucking hot in here. A bit hot. Actually, I am too. Not wearing any undies either, man.
I just thought I'd get in spirit.
God, you know what's fucked? You set me up and set him up.
Yeah, we both baited you up.
because
You wouldn't.
I got nothing underneath.
You should go
Nah, but
run
like
down
you-
and get the red black on real quick.
Oh, fuck me. Anyway, that's funny, boys. Good job.
Think
Yeah.
so.
That's the
Good
segment.
Where's yours, Fleg? Nah, leave it.
That's good, eh? In spirit of the Olympics, you know. Back in the day when I was in the powerlifting. Taking me
When'd you get your nipple pierced, by the way, Fleck?
All right, back to fantasy talk.
I'll start yours off if you need a bit of time to think. I'm looking at the Packers wide receiver call.
They're young.
They're young. They're still a bit unknown. Christian Watson's probably the favourite if his hamstrings can stay intact. But there's also Romeo. Is it Romeo?
Romeo
His
Dobbs.
name?
Dobbs.
Romeo. It is Romeo. And also Reed.
Jay Reed. I don't know what his
Reed.
first name is.
Jalen Reid.
I picked him up on waivers last year when I was going through the buys.
I had him for a
Fuck,
period
he
too.
was
No,
good.
actually, I had
I've got
Romeo
Christian
Dobbs
Watson.
and
He
Christian
put
Watson.
up 27. He gave me
Fucking
27 one
useless
game. Nah, he was good. He was good.
Towards the end, they were right. But
So
When
it's
Jordan
ba-
Love found his feet.
at the moment, it's kind of like one of those things where one of them's going to probably be great. You just don't know which one. And their ADP really reflects that. They're like 8 to 9 round, pretty close, all of them. I don't really want to touch them, but I guess
I'll tell you what,
To fill the bench, you would.
if I'm picking
out of the three,
If I'm picking ninth and I've got a fourth wide receiver I need, I'm probably going to 50-50 pick up Christian Watson
Again.
as a boom or bust.
Boomer bust.
Again.
I see that.
And then that's it. Like I think Jalen Reed's going pretty high. He's probably considered better than Romeo Dobbs as like an option for Jordan Love. But again, like I just don't see Jordan playing the role of feeding Jalen the way that I see other wide receivers above Jalen, if that makes sense.
I think Christian's their true wide receiver one there.
When he can play, yeah.
when he's healthy.
I think he played how many games played? Like 6 seasons?
When he did
Let's
play,
say-
it was
sorry,
kind of like
6, 7
Cooper Cup.
games.
Even when he was playing, he was like, you could tell he's a bit limited.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to touch him. But I guess I can understand your Christian Watt standpoint. So,
Flegger, who you got, mate?
flip
So
a coin. Who you got?
who do I want to see do good next
Well,
year?
who out of the three of them? What do you?
Out of the three of
Do you
them.
want to touch any? Do you want to touch any of them?
No, I don't want to touch any of
You
them.
want to stay away? Get that stick fucking away from. I'm the same boat. But you
I'll
got,
stick with Josh Jacobs, and that's about it from there.
that's the only packer you want. Jordan Love. Not a fan. Too much money.
I think Jordan Love's probably like a QB2. Maybe pick him up as a
I
second
think he's good
quarterback.
value at the moment. He's like
Yeah.
10th round.
Yeah.
I'd
He'd
fucking
want
take
to.
a
He'd
risk
want to
on him.
fucking pull his
I'm
finger out with
picking
the
him up
money
in
he
a few
just
more
got though.
mocks.
That's a big
Well,
thing.
the thing is that I picked him up heaps. Like I think I picked him up, got rid of him, picked him up again.
Oh, he was
But
getting
every
passed
time I
around like
fucking
dirty
didn't
laundry.
start him, or I
I'd pick
didn't
him up
He'd
when I
go
get him.
crazy.
Mate,
Between him and Joe Burrow,
fucking
you
good
could have
20 to
picked a
30
QB,
points. No.
and you drafted Dak and give him back to the waiver wire, and,
and
he's
then
putting
he
up
popped-
35s.
Yeah. It was fine.
That'll be the reason he come last.
Yeah.
All the what ifs.
I think on the topic of QBs, that's probably like one of the things this season that we're seeing where there's a big spread of players across every team. And then if we think about the players that we're probably going to stay away from, it's probably going to be Houston and it's probably going to be Chicago. Like they're probably the two teams that I'm looking at of not touching at
Staying
all.
away from Houston.
Fleck
I'm
will
staying
take
away
them.
from Houston because I just personally think that there are way too many options.
I
for
agree
that
with wide
point.
receiver, but not QB.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
they
no,
benefit
but
from
like
it.
no, not for QB. But this, like, what I'm trying to say is like QB at Houston would be good. QB at Chicago, second
Mid.
maybe, but we don't know. And
It's-
you take that risk. It's similar to Marvin Harrison
Roll
Jr.
the dice. That's what it is.
Yeah, but as for like that sort of like wide receiver option, similar to like the Packers, I think in fantasy terms, we're just gonna be looking out for the standouts of like who's gonna get the most receptions.
I'd touch Houston players before I'd like pick up the Packers players
You,
any day of the week.
yeah, you are.
Yeah, that's no questions.
Any day of the week for that.
For the value, though, relative. Like, if you got Diggs in the 4th round versus Watson in the 9th, you got to consider that as well. Like,
I'd go Watson over Diggs.
yeah.
I would. Diggs is
I can get
he
Diggs in the 5th.
fell off big time last
take
year,
it.
eh? And he had a
Oh.
QB in Josh
So did
Allen.
the Bills in general, though. Like, he still started the year fucking good.
Oh, he started hot. He had a couple 20 games, but like he
He's
just
also playing for a new contract, which is a bit underrated. Like, he's got to play for his next contract. I think Potts. I agree with Potts though. Like, there's a tax that I take into account anyway with those stacked receiver rooms. Like, if it's Chicago, if DJ Moore was by himself again with Caleb Williams, I'd be like, yeah, I'm
you'd
high
look
on
at him.
Potts.
Yep.
But now he's got Keenan and Rome. That mate still targets away. Same as Packers and definitely Houston. Like, I think Nick.
You
Even
can also open up targets.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tank Dell and Nico and Stroud, they all thrived last year. It's really just
They
adding
did
Diggs in
so
the
well
mix.
last year,
So
and that's where I think
know, but if you look at the plays that they were making, they were fucking huge. Like they'll,
fucking slinging
Deep,
it down
deep.
there.
but like that's literally all they've got because
I think Tank Dell's probably the one that missed out in all honesty in Houston.
I'd even go Tank Dell over
Nico?
Diggs. No, not
Over
over
Diggs.
Nico. Over Diggs. I'd
Really?
go Tank Dell over Diggs. Yeah, I would. Just
I think
because they
Diggs
have.
Diggs got
Diggs
bigger
is a
ceiling,
big
though.
question mark. Like he could be. I think
He's a
after-
proper boom or bust.
after the first couple of weeks, you have an idea of what he's going to be getting out of the team.
Yeah.
100%.
You can see that reflected in the mocks too. The few that we've done, like either
Everyone's
Diggs is
too scared
taken
to
in,
pick him up.
either he's taken like way earlier than his ADP,
Yeah.
or like waits till
Or
6,
really
7.
late.
Yeah.
If he
yeah.
goes in the 6, I'm still taking a shot on him.
Yeah.
Like he could still be a top 10 receiver. Like
Yeah.
that's good risk. I'm looking. I think I mentioned last week the running back. I like the sort of suspense with the rookie running backs, even though they're probably not going to take over many starting spots. I think looking at Trey Benson, Blake Corum, see what they might fit in. If they play well in the preseason, they might earn a bit of more shares. But there's a lot of split backfields as well out there. Like
Yeah.
see how DeAndre goes the first few weeks.
Blake-
And then
Blake Corum, actually, I did a draft last night or the night before, and I was looking at like the percentage that they're rostered,
Mm.
and Blake Corum's actually sitting at 67%.
that's pretty big.
And I don't know how that's going to work with Kyron. Like Kyron's obviously the RB1 there, but through the drafting, it was saying he's sitting at high 60s, high
Yeah.
60%. So what I don't know how they're going to use to play him, or like how they're going to choose to play Kyron. It's going to be interesting.
Well, my strategy is if I'm picking up Corum, then I'm definitely trying to get Corum as an insurance policy. Same as if I get James Conner, I'm
So if
definitely
you got
picking up
one-
Trey Benson.
So you got one, you got the other.
yeah, like if they both stay healthy, then
Gibbs,
I'm
Monty.
fucked. But
I think you can be.
in the situation, imagine if Flago had, or if
Gibbs-
you had Gibbs,
Monty
or
last year.
I
I
did
had-
have Monty.
did you?
Yeah,
He did.
I've drafted both.
Yeah.
of
And,
them.
Really?
and what are you saying that you're going to start them both at the same time? Is that what you're saying? Or you
No, I'm saying the worst case is if you really get where they're both viable, which is unlikely. Like I think Monty and Gibbs were the only ones that you could have started
Yeah.
and still benefit from. But I think that's your worst case scenario. You might also have a week where Monty's banged up,
Yeah.
and Gibbs is just going to fucking feast.
See, I disagree. I think that's just a waste of a pick.
No, it'd be fair enough if you were picking Benson and Corum at say 5th or 6th round pick, but you're just going for like your 13th round of picks. It was just going to be a 4 backup receiver. You're picking who like around the Curtis Samuel.
Yep.
Um,
I'd understand the Connor and Benson scenario because Connor fucking.
I
gets injured
agree.
all the
I'm
time.
more on that.
But yeah, with the Gibson Montgomery, like, oh fuck, it's just a
No,
waste of a
I'd pick Monty up over.
I don't want Monty purely because
I'd pick
same
Monty up
reason.
over Raheem Mostert. I would if I had Gibbs. I'd then go Monty over Raheem.
Mel Sturt's another good example though, because if A-Chain's getting really valued, but if A-Chain gets injured, people are thinking about if Monster gets injured than A-Chain, but if A-Chain gets injured, then Monster's the lead back. So
A-Chain was
so
injured
rare.
last
He's been
year
pretty
too.
injury prone as well. So.
exactly. So like, if I get what you're saying, Aiden. Like if it's going to 5th, 6th round premium, then I don't want Monty or anyone like that. But those ones where you're rolling the dice, where who knows, Benson might turn out to be a fucking world beater.
Yeah.
Kind of miss. Well, he sort of has missed a few games at least each year, so maybe a bit injury prone. But
Interesting as well with like how Tennessee go. Who are they going to
They've-
go to? They're going to lean
they're
on
gonna throw
Spears.
to-
Are they going to go to Tony Pollard?
That's another
Like,
example.
who are they going to do?
yeah, I think that's my big takeaway for the preseason. The first few weeks is what backfield will be split
Yeah,
and who will be the main.
who will
big
be
dogs.
the true RB1?
Yeah, Patriots is another one. They're always a committee. Like
With Singletary.
there's
and
very few teams that have
Stevenson.
like a lead back really nowadays.
It's just really it's CMC
Yeah, and you pay a premium for those guys.
and Bijan. Like
So,
that'd be the main two. Would be those ones, those guys.
what about you, Aiden? Do you have anything on your eyes on? Anything that will change your mind with drafting? If you see any players you're picking up your favour that might change if they have different situation?
So the thing that I've noticed is probably a good talking point is that like I don't really want to be selecting any lower than probably 9th and any higher than probably 6th. If I can get in that 6th, 7th,
Yeah.
8th range, I reckon
That's good.
you're probably in for a good round of pickings. But again, like it's hard because I've done a fair few mock drafts and I'm finding that I'm picking up similar players, and I always find that there's a flow and a rhythm to like the fact that maybe the top 5 to 7 running backs get picked up within the first like maybe 2-3 rounds,
Like Saquon,
and then
Jonathan
yeah,
There's a
Taylor.
massive gap
and then there's a huge waiting
like
list.
till James
Massive.
Conner,
Massive
Aaron Jones range.
yeah.
Goes to wide receivers then.
Exactly. So I'm finding that I'm going like if I'm picking up at like say for example like 8th, I'm picking up a wide receiver and then my second wide receiver straight away after that.
Yeah.
And then after that, like by the time I come back around to the third round,
You look at RBs.
I'm straight at RBs.
Yeah, 'cause
and
you're still getting good value out
the
of
thing
mid
is
RBs
like
though.
I'm only picking up maybe one RB and then I'm going straight to QB.
Yeah.
So I think
we got the exact same layout.
I think just the way that the players are dropping off at the later like within those later pickings, I think what I'm looking at differently from last year is just making sure that I'm sticking to that trend. I'm not taking any sort of risks
Yeah.
because last year I took big risks. Like I took Garrett Wilson, that fucked me up.
Derrick
Like, I
Henry.
took
That
Derrick
wasn't,
Henry, that
like-
fucked. No, I know, but like
That was all because of
and that's
Aaron
probably not going
Rodgers.
to be a risk this season. But at the end of the
No,
day,
they're going high still this year.
they are, but like I'm not going to sit there and look at like taking those risky players because I'm having a different approach this season. I'm going to go
Yeah.
more balanced. I'm going to go like, okay, who's going to get the most receptions as a running back rather than who's going to fucking be making the
I
most
reckon.
meters.
I hate
Like
to
I'm
say
staying
it.
away from a chain. I'm staying away from Mostert. Like because I feel like those guys are just so unreliable when it comes to like the running back position. I'm looking at people like Zach Moss, like running that like similar Joe Mixon role. Like I feel like he's definitely going to see a lot of ball.
Well, Joe Mixon
See-
at Texans is also not bad.
No, he's currently injured at the moment. And
ETN's are very underrated, I reckon.
ETN's
Current-
another
I
one.
rate ETN. I
Yep.
do.
So yeah,
I'm
I
just looking for lead backs, in all honesty. Who's
Yeah.
going to get the workload, not who necessarily is going to be more
I
efficient.
think that's the way I'm looking at the running back because last year obviously I was looking at Joe Mixon and Derrick Henry and James Conner were my three running backs, and
Yikes.
exactly right. Like I was
What
not
position
getting
this bloke
I was getting like an average of maybe 12 to 15 points per round between fucking all three of them. You know what I mean?
That sucks because you look at those three and you think, yeah, they're actually like they're good RBs, and you think, fuck,
Yeah.
they could actually give me some points, but
Yeah.
no.
So I'm looking at the running back position a little differently. I'm probably going to favour more that like round 3-5 for picking up a running back, and I'd be stoked with like a Zamir White. Again, maybe like a James Conner because I feel like he's kind of going to be seeing like a lot of ball now that fucking Kyler Murray's back there now as well.
I think Kyler's going to just throw it this year though. I think I reckon he's going back for that passing.
Maybe
The
he's
yards.
got that DeAndre Hopkins void field now.
What about you, Fleek? Have you changed your approach? What's your general approach for Mox? If you don't mind giving it away, since you're the defending champ.
Well,
Viewers probably value that the most.
I don't know. I've been
You just pick on. It's an art more than a
yeah,
science,
it is
isn't
a bit of an art. It's every mock is different.
Different.
right?
Yeah, you
Like,
got to
look
take
at
it as it
differently.
comes.
But no, I've been doing a bit of research, like about what Aiden was saying with the RB situation. You got to look about who's getting the most ball, who's averaging the most yards per ball, what RBs are getting receptions. Because if they're getting 5 receptions, 30 yards,
Yeah.
that's
8 points.
Alvin Kamara. Yeah.
CMC did for you last.
oh they're huge. Who's getting the red zones, which is what held back Gibbs last year because Monty was stealing them all. But yeah, I don't know. RB is a bit of an awkward situation to be honest.
Yeah.
Like you've got CMC, and then it's just like the rest is just like they're either going to give you 20 or 0.
The thing is with CMC though, you know he's going first. He's going first in every league,
Yeah.
realistically. So
Yeah,
like,
because the only reason
and
he's
then
going
if you
first is because he can put up those massive numbers.
Yeah.
And
then
he's consistent.
Wide receivers, they can still get good. Wide
and he's
receivers.
still getting ball like a wide receiver too. He can still run a route like a wide receiver. It's like, but the thing is, if you're in that first pole position to get him, you're not
paying a massive premium.
You're like, your value in your next pick goes down dramatically.
Yeah, I think if I had pick one, I'm not picking him up.
No,
Really?
Who would you
Who
pick?
are you picking over?
Probably CD.
Okay, I can understand a receiver
Yeah,
Probably CD or Tyreek. I just feel like
in PPR.
in PPR.
Yeah.
I'd be going CMC. Like, I would.
It,
I think he was just so good last year. Like it was.
But you got to think
Just-
though, like if you pick up CMC, you're waiting fucking
forever.
You're waiting like
you're basically looking at Chris Olave, not even Devontae. Devontae's probably gone.
Marvin,
Maybe
Devontae
Marvin
already-
as
you're
your,
probably
as your
looking
wide receiver
a
one.
DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
As you,
yeah. See, I reckon that's I wouldn't touch him. I can't. Yeah.
That's it's a price you pay though. I guess like he put up a couple 40 bombs last year, and he was my saving grace.
It's funny,
Yeah,
like
but he wasn't going first last year, anyways.
No, he went second because Kel took Jettas.
That's true.
Kel
that's
took
right.
Jettas
That's
first.
right. Well, also Travis Kelce went first round last year.
I picked him up third.
Did you get him third?
Only reason I did that because we were in an
Biggest
8-man
gap.
league, and
There was a bigger
there
gap
was
than this year.
Yeah, The tight ends is spread out now. Like,
Massively.
but the last season it was pretty much just like Kelsey.
He was favourite.
He was primo.
And then in the 8-man league, I knew I could have that depth. So if I have that standout tight end, I thought I'd be in for a good one.
Yeah.
But
It worked out.
What do we reckon about Kelsey? You reckon he's fucking done?
I think I mentioned it a bit last week. I think you really benefit with some downfield threats.
So
I watched, like, I know Chiefs still won the Super Bowl last year and they played well overall this season.
He
They were a
played
bit-
well in the Super Bowl
but
too.
they were just in the playoffs in general, so he still had a bit of whether he was saving it or whatever. But the games I watched, they were sloppy and choppy on offense. Chop. Fucking, that's gonna be a
Choppy.
word of the year. But
can't help but laugh every time you jump. Hey,
they were really sloppy and jagged, not really what you normally see from
Kentucky.
the Chiefs, Kentucky. But I think Kelsey's always thrived underneath, and he was a bit banged up as well. He had that knee sort of.
he had heaps going
He had,
on.
he had a
last
bit
year.
banged up, so that could be age as well. But I think having the overfield threats, I think if I consider that as the sort of down year, which is insane to say for the Chiefs, offense wise, and I think they're only up. I'm also high on Mahomes due to that fact that he's got more receivers downfield threats because essentially it was just like Sydney. They had some massive drops. Like I'm not the biggest Mahomes fan, but he had some backbreaking drops.
Contavious Tony, mate.
he got the 3-2-1 for the
what's he doing?
opposition.
He's a running back. He's a pass.
Well, he's
a
going
fucking
running back because he can't catch.
and he's a wide receiver.
He sucks,
But he's
man.
also a kick return sometimes.
It's like a fullback that can't pass, so they're moving to winger.
Yeah,
That's
He needs
I
to
am
go,
finding
man.
myself just purely because of that, like offensive like reliability now with the wide receivers that they do have. I'm drafting like Hollywood Brown. I'm drafting Xavier Worthy. Like I am looking at these options, just knowing that fucking Patty Mahomes can sling the fucking rock, and these guys can get open. You know what I mean? So I am finding myself drafting these Kentucky wide receivers like towards like the 7th, 8th round.
It's just, it's similar situation with all the other teams though. Like I think Kelsey's just the mainstay because the Patriots went through a phase as well. Like even though their offense was great with Brady and their system, they would still just like each week a different receiver would pop off, and they're just a little bit unpredictable in fantasy. I feel like, but they're also liable to have a 30-point.
Rasheed
Like
Rice will give you
I can
31
definitely
week.
see, especially
two
Hollywood
next.
Brown having like a 30-point games next year because they also could see him put up some goose eggs as well.
It'd be good to throw on the bench, and then once we're about
Gabe
once
Davis.
we're about 6 games,
tell
7
you-
games in, we'll be like a clear indicator. Okay, who's the shit teams, who's the bad teams,
So-
and if you look at your roster and you see that someone's going bad, like they're versing the Broncos or they're versing or the Commanders or something, you know they're going shit. Okay, maybe you'd go, all right, let's put in Hollywood Brown,
Yeah,
and he
matchup
might
dependent.
give you that 20-point game, that 30-point game. So consider him on the bench for sure.
I was just going to say, speaking of who replaced Hollywood Brown, have you blokes heard of Wilson?
Wilson.
Wide receiver 2 for Arizona.
Haven't heard.
Mate, they've been putting up a few fucking highlights of this cunt catching the ball, and he's fucking unreal, eh?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
who that
I would,
is.
you don't know who he is? I'll pick him
I
up
just
later.
feel like he's dangling the bait.
Yeah, sorry, I just
Waiting
heard
for me
Wilson.
to go. Waiting for me to go. Oh fuck yeah! I've seen Wilson in the play, and he go.
No, sorry, I should have. I didn't listen to you, Aiden, and purely because when you said Wilson, I just thought of that great sports movie Castaway.
With the
volleyball.
baseball. It was
No,
basketball.
but volleyball.
Volleyball.
Yeah,
Wilford.
Yeah. Up there with Forrest Gump in my top 2 sport
That's
movies.
Tom Hanks, isn't it?
Yeah, also Forrest Gump.
Fuck, he's a good actor.
Can't get a bait from Gary tonight. Not getting a bait on a Monday.
Good actor.
Anywho, well, that's our serious talk. Let's get down to what the kids call TikTok time, I believe. So in honor of the Olympics, I thought we'd do a quick one. Boys, feel free to throw some suggestions out. But I wanted to rate each great Olympian, past or present, and how they would fare in today's NFL. Okay, so pretty straightforward. No real ranking. Just do you reckon they'll go good? Do you reckon they'll go shit? Do you reckon what position would they play? Like that. So we'll go starting with arguably the greatest Olympian of all time. I disagree because fucking swimmers get different medals for doing slightly different arm angles, but
How fucked is that?
that's fucking
What is
Michael
it?
Phelps is who I was going to say, but
What is it?
No, just like how many
just 'cause he has
events there are in swimming
So they
for like
consider
the
a-
smallest differences.
Like breaststroke freestyle, you get like
No. Like the strokes are alright. It's the distance that I got the shits about.
no, I can understand the
50,
distance.
100, 200,
That's
400,
as long as the
800,
running.
1500,
I can understand
3000,
It's the
mate.
style
Who
I
the
don't
fuck
get.
is swimming for 3,000 meters, mate?
And
I reckon
Mate,
I
you
could,
could-
I could barely
probably
stay
al-
afloat for a
Green
minute.
Hackett, but you could probably also say the same about fucking athletics. Those cunts. They're-
Oh, I can
But I
run
can
for
understand the
3,000.
distance.
I think
more
it's just
than 'cause
overfast,
completely
so that's
different
why-
training and stuff. But
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's probably because it's faster. It's more like it's over and done with pretty quick.
Basically, the quote unquote greatest Olympian by Americans, Michael Phelps. I personally see him as a viable tight end.
Yeah.
What's
Nah.
he looking at? 6'5"? He got a long ass wingspan.
I
Happy
don't know if
receiver.
you blokes have seen that Sheila with the boxing over the last couple of days.
What are you going to bring up here,
Yeah.
mate?
Nothing, mate. Other
Okay.
than the
You
fact that
you know what's
other,
false?
other than the fact
Yeah.
Get your facts. Yeah.
that I was watching a reel that was talking about her, and they was using examples of like genetic freaks, like fucking
okay.
Eddie Hall's myostatin is like really fucking high, so therefore he can develop more muscle than other normal people, like disregarding steroids.
And Phelps has gills.
Phelps has gills and
Web
fins.
toes.
No, but he actually has double jointed ankles apparently, so he can like fucking flip his. I think that's what it said. Double
Flip
jointed
his-
ankles. So literally, like when he's doing these ones, what's the technique, Gary? When
Doggy
he's
paddle.
Yeah. So the doggy paddle, he's actually going way quicker through a larger range of motion than most other.
When he's spearfishing, he doesn't use flippers.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just his feet.
You know that thing that Harry has when he goes to pick up the girl down the bottom of the ocean in the lake for the goblet of fire.
Okay, you're talking about Harry Potter now. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. The thing he
Yeah,
takes.
yeah.
Oh
and
yeah,
when-
yeah,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that he pretty much Michael Phelps has that as feet.
yeah. Michael
What's inside
Michael
your
actually
head?
played in that film, in the Harry film.
Which one?
That was Michael.
Yeah, it was a stunt
Oh, that
double.
was him.
He
That
was a
was
stunt
Michael.
double.
Yeah.
He was one that screamed, like, yeah.
So back to NFL.
What position would the fish man from Harry Potter play? What would Michael Phelps?
The Black Lake.
Do you reckon he'd fare well? Do you reckon a
Um,
swimmer in general would fare well?
I'm going cornerback.
Oh, that's a big ass corner.
That's what I mean.
I'm going QB.
Nah, I reckon his arms are too fucking.
But imagine
loose and
someone
shit.
slinging the rock there. Say he's
Safety,
got,
maybe.
Say he's got.
You
the
said
pace.
QB?
No, he said corner.
I said corner.
Ah.
Say he's
I think
got.
he'd be too
I thought you
big.
said quarterback. Sorry, my
Say
bad.
if he's got the pace, like he's obviously a fast swimmer. Say if he's got the pace like Sauce and he's got the dog like Sauce, or like Ramsey, and they throw it down there, he's just got to go whoop.
I'm
That's
going
it.
tight end.
I'm saying QB because obviously a lot of repetitions and overhand.
Mm.
I reckon he's just got a fucking rock on him. Like he'll just throw it.
I'm going tight end because he's not. Swimmers aren't necessarily the most explosive or like the fastest. He's got the reach, he's got the length, and he's got the nitty gritty bit of strength to go with it. I reckon for a bit of blocking. So,
never
He also smokes heaps of cones.
he does.
Oh, well, he'd be fast as fuck.
His brain's slow as fuck. Don't do drugs. Okay, next one, big popular one, Usain Bolt.
Oh, that's a. If
That's
everybody
gotta be
in this room right now is not on the
Are we
same
in unanimous
page,
page? Kicker.
I think
He's
we
played soccer,
Like,
so
I
he's
think
kicker.
we all need to be on the same page here.
Three.
Safety.
All right, we'll say it on three. I mean on one.
Wait, on
Three
one.
on one.
Ah,
3, 2, 1.
Wide receiver.
Wide
Is it-
O line.
I was going to say Usain Bolt.
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver. It's got to be wide
Flag
receiver.
Yeah, but he can only run straight.
Yeah, just do fades.
Yeah. You seen him play soccer?
No, I don't think I want to either.
The Central Coast Mariners.
I've never seen him play soccer. Usain Bolt. Where is he now? Is he still playing soccer?
No, he's playing in the A League.
Still?
No, he was.
Or where is he now?
Central Coast
Smoking
somewhere.
guns.
With
Back
Michael
in,
Phelps.
back in Jamaica.
Portugal Goaners.
Next one, very popular one. LeBron James.
Tight end.
Tight end.
No,
Tight end.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the easiest one. Quarterback.
Corner. Okay.
Nah.
He's the.
Nah,
legit-
yeah, no, he's
He's dimes.
He's too big for quarterback.
Now, if you threw Nikola
Oh, he's
Jokic
like-
in there,
he's
I
like-
would say QB.
I reckon he'd be Lamar. Fucking
Roided up Lamar.
Lamar on fucking steroids. He'd be cracked.
Be
He
slower
played
than
tight
a
end,
wet
though,
week in
in high
fucking
school.
work boots on a
way.
footy
He played
field.
tight
mate.
end in high school. That's why I'm
Tight end. I'm going tight end. He's built for it.
the kid from Acon. Well, Acon.
Yeah, but
was
he's just-
fucking
Just a kid
he's,
from Acon.
he's greater
Acorn.
than tight end.
Fucking
fucking
Ice Age over here.
here. No, oh, I was thinking of the Acon. What the fuck? Who sings that? Mr.
Akon,
Lonely?
the rapper.
Acon, yeah.
Oh, locked
Icon.
up.
They won't let me out.
No, that's- he's not locked up, is he?
They won't let.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a song
Akon.
called
Oh,
Acon.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, P Diddy him all of a sudden.
We don't get that shit out at Canberra.
we got an Australian legend. We'll switch it up. I don't know what position this bastard would play. Steve Hooker, I believe it is, the pole vaulter. I'm not even sure he won gold. Did anyone know
Is that
Steve
the one
Hooker?
like the Rango curl?
Yeah,
hair?
yeah,
It looks like you.
I was
Just stretched out.
Stretched out.
Did you say
Let
he's
me-
Aussie?
Yes.
Yeah, some Australian I am. I don't know who he is.
Well, he
he
can't
was
jump because he needs a
Beijing.
fucking pole, so he's not playing much, you know. Maybe.
Yeah, no, he did win gold at Beijing.
I reckon.
You need pace for that, Bart.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Probably a wide receiver 3. Holy fuck! Looks like Flegger.
Wide receiver 3.
Yeah,
What would pole vaulters really need? Like athleticism wise.
they need to be fast.
They need to be
though.
flexible.
Timing.
Timing
say
and
a fair bit of
execution.
strength.
Yeah, tight end.
Like-
I mean, wide receiver.
I'd say he'd be in the slot as a wide receiver.
He'd feel like who's that guy that's at Titans now? Boyd. He's from
I
Cincinnati.
honestly don't think
Is
he'd
it
be good
Tyler?
anywhere, to
No,
be
he's at
honest.
Cincinnati.
That's
No,
a
he's
given.
not there. He's at Tennessee now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was at Cincinnati. He's at Tennessee.
All right. Well,
James
I
Cook.
just reckon if he's pegging it down the was it like 50 meters.
More than that, surely.
No, I think it's less. But he's with the pole and he's running down there in that short period of time.
He'd be like 20
That's all
meters.
he's got. And then he'd be doing a quick right foot,
He's a third
then
and he's a third and six
catch-
conversion.
catching on the zig or
Yeah,
the
we're not
slant.
saying he's going to be an all pro. We're just like saying if we
He's
had
a
to throw
third
him
and
on
six
there.
conversion. Get you your new first down.
I guess he'd have that contort. Yeah, I can agree with slot actually. The more I
Yeah.
think about it, I agree with the
Yeah,
slot.
yeah.
Prime Kurt Angle. I know Gussie's a big fan of this one.
Who the fuck's Kurt Angle?
I don't
Shut
Who the fuck
up.
is Kurt Angle?
Shut up.
Olympic gold medalist. He's He's mainly known for WWE, but he's based in
Yeah,
Olympic.
mate.
He's
You
an Olympic.
suck.
WWE
He's an
is-
Olympic,
You
basically
suck.
wrestler. Any wrestler, where would you think they would thrive? They have to be a linebacker.
RB.
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 I can't believe you guys don't know Kurt Angle.
You guys, who's you guys?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know him as well? Say yeah. You're not. No, don't.
I'm getting the Kurt Angle.
You getting the Kurt Angle up? I don't think we could show.
Oh, I've got one.
He'd wear he's in this. He's in the American soft suit, and he'd like when he was going up to his
With a
finish
broken
move, he'd
freaking
pull-
neck.
he'd pull the thing off, and
With a broken freaking neck. You want a
He's
gold
a-
medal with a broken neck?
he's so good, man. He's a bold dude. I'll show you. Ready? Where's the-
Bald or bold?
Yeah, a bit like-
You don't have YouTube Premium.
no, what the fuck would I have YouTube Premium?
Next week though.
All right. While Gary's watching ads, I'll add one in. Bit of this year's.
Mate, well,
We don't need to be
no one
watching
can see
this,
that,
mate.
mate.
Obnoxious Gary stealing the show.
Right in the mic.
Nah, don't know him.
The viewers are hating this.
He looks like a cheap version. He looks like a
Terrible
cheap
viewing
version of The Rock.
experience. This is a terrible viewing experience. Why are you showing me that type of porn?
Fuck me, what a man.
He's got the pillow over there.
Nah, Kurt Angle.
Go,
So,
go,
I
Red
reckon.
what's the
Flagger.
one you're
What
adding,
was the one
Flagger?
you Flagger?
Noah Lyles. Just won.
Ooh.
Just won the 100.
Actually, first time he's the USA have
Slightly
won 100
worse
in
Usain
20
Bolt.
years.
And also because not many American NFL/NBA athletes like him because he is clowned on them for calling him.
Is
I
that
fully
the
agree with that,
champions
by
of
the
the
way.
world?
I fully agree
Champions
with
of
that,
the
by the
world
way.
thing? Yeah, I agree.
Because Americans are idiots.
You're just the USA champs.
So I think it's pretty good.
Fucking playing my toes again.
I think it'd be a gun wide receiver because he's pretty small as well. It'd be,
Fucking quick, man. It'd be like cheetah.
The thing that I guess Usain Bolt was the same because I've looked up
it'd be,
my sprinters.
yeah, it's like Usain Bolt, but
He's more known for
He'd be
his
more agile
end,
and shit like
his
that.
top end speed rather than his acceleration. So maybe he wouldn't translate that well. Wide receiver.
I'll
Jamie
say wide
Soward
receiver.
would be quicker off the block.
I've got one. Jamie Soward.
He's quicker off the block than Usain, I reckon.
Fucking Jamie.
Fastest man
Soward.
over 40
my
metres
God,
said
he's
Gus
the-
killed.
he's
He's
dead
It'd be a
set
kicker with that routine he has.
He's dead set a thumb. Jamie Soward is a
I got one. Reese Walsh.
I wouldn't feed him.
What's
I
he
don't,
about?
like,
5'10"?
I don't like Reese Walsh. Eh?
He'd be running. Oh,
nah, not a running back.
No way, man. Latrell
he'd
Mann
be running back or wide receiver. That's all
I
NRL
reckon-
players would be.
Yeah, he'd be a whippy running back, but
He'd be the
Like-
Cadenius Tony.
like,
Like fucking the NFL.
he's the whippiest fucking player I've ever seen in the NRL.
Look
honestly.
at Val Holmes, and Val Holmes probably a bit stockier than him. But-
All right, who would you pick? Who would you have at running back? Jared Haynes or Reece Walsh?
Jared Hayne
Jared
every
Hayne.
day
Jared
of the week.
Hayne, yeah.
He had on his highlights, man, when he's playing for the 49ers.
Fuck, he
they,
played well.
They put him in the RB for
I
a
was-
couple of slots, and man, he fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Give him the stiff arm and shit when he was doing returns. and
I
stuff.
hate that so much during that period though, because when I was getting started in NFL, all they'd give was like Hayne, sizzled in preseason, and he'd have like a
All he
2 yard
get is a
carry.
preseason. He was the Hall of Fame in the Hall of Fame game that
Yeah, he was that one we're
Bears and
talking about.
Houston just
Yeah.
that we discussed today, which sucks because like
He was in the Macca's drive-through during the fourth quarter because they called it
Yeah.
off with tears in his eyes. Yeah. So,
I wish that worked out, eh?
well, mate, he's
Speaking
had
of
a bit a
Aussies,
dubious
shout out to
history.
Pat
injury
at Jackson. Really?
gone again.
Who?
Pat, the
McCur-
tight end,
McCurley
yeah,
or something?
I'll fucking I'll
He's
show you
an
later.
Aussie tight end too.
Injured
for-
again. He
to
just
Ingram.
broke his leg and ankle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fuck.
TJ
Because he put up a video of him in the crutches,
You
and
jinxed
he
him.
was going
You
down,
guys
and he
jinxed
goes,
him.
"The sound
Fucking
of
jinxed
crutches right now have just like have ruined him," and he's
What
like
is with these
broken
Aussies?
broken
fucking
leg and
up?
broken
Drink their
fucking
milk.
ankle, man. I feel for him, eh? He would have been tight end too at Jags.
Fuck.
Anyway, We're around you, Pat.
Well, on
We
that
know you're
bright-
watching. We're around you.
On that bright note, unless if you boys want anything to add.
How the fuck is that a bright
Well,
note?
exactly. You tell me, mate. What's the silver lining in that story?
Oh, fuck it, the bone. The new plate in his ankle. The silver lining. Oh, Pat, mate.
Rest up, Pat. if you got some spare time in the off season, come in here with while you're recovering. Come in.
Where
here
would you
with
play
There
Nikola
we go.
Jokic?
quarterback?
Yeah.
Where would you put him?
Quarterback.
QB.
It just
Mate, he literally.
No. What's the cunt that stands in the fucking middle? You always plays in when you play me in NFL.
linebacker.
Yeah.
You just be doing this.
Yeah.
Defending the inbound part. It'd be like
literally throws full court passes all the
I
time.
know, that's what I mean.
It'd be like
QB.
Shrek in the first Shrek, where Shrek's like fighting off all those
Oh,
guards.
the
That would
big-
just be him with all of
and his
the
little
defenders
fucking
going
In the
at
boxing ring.
In the also, another great sporting movie because there's a wrestling scene. in
Yes,
that.
that's true.
So
I don't know why I didn't put them there.
Yeah,
Fuck,
so
that's
good.
We gotta do an updated list of that soon. But even though it was a week ago.
Mine will still be the same.
What was it? Point Break will still be.
Point Break will still be one.
Not changing my mind.
No change my mind. I'm like a stubborn kid.
No, but unless you boys have any closing remarks,
That's pretty good.
I think that was a
You need to do your research on Kurt Angle.
yeah.
Kurt Angle.
Come back with a full.
you need to do your
Free-
research.
I need to do research on fucking Dan Marino, fucking Arizona linebackers,
He's a DT, but anyway.
DT, Kentucky Chiefs.
And I've got to stop. Actually, we'll do that. We'll close on that. What's one thing we can all do next week? I've got one on top of my head. So Potts is like, what's something we can improve on individually,
As
or just from this
Podcasters?
podcast, or as podcasters, people.
um,
I've got one clear as day for me. Like you just said, don't mention
Well-
get your QBs or
yeah, but no. It's because it's hard because there's fuck all going on in the NFL at the moment other than just contracts, and it's just boring as shit. So
I actually
that out.
fucking froth
there's
waking
nothing.
up and seeing the shit.
There's nothing
in
we
the
can
NFL.
really like get better at in that regard because it's all reliant on those.
what's
cunts.
you? Look in the
That's
mirror.
that's what I'm trying to get
Stop
to,
speaking
Mitchell.
so loud.
He's got no flaws, this man.
No. I like playing the.
Unlike trains.
I like putting on surprises. So I'll come back with a surprise next week.
Nice. I like
I
it.
got one for you.
I reckon I'll fucking make you wet yourself, and Flegg will be out for another week with diarrhea.
I got one for you. Stop telling cunts how to fucking move their mic. How's that? That'll be good. I don't know what I could do. I don't.
Okay.
I could probably research better sport movies.
Next week, I'm not going to touch my toes once. I promise the viewers.
Oh, actually,
We'll
no.
twist your leg hair.
Well, I can't be perfect.
I'll bring my
mate.
jersey in next week. My NFL jersey.
Okay, there you go.
I'll bring my jersey.
Lego, what can you do next week? Stop farting. There was a few loud farts here.
Don't know. What do you reckon I should?
I reckon I got one for you.
What?
What?
Let us do the podcast on the correct day.
That's not his fault, cunt.
That's
It's
fucking
his
me.
guts' fault.
Yeah, but it's
That
not
was
his
Friday.
That
fault.
was fucking Saturday.
Fucking cap cunt.
Anyways, we'll leave it at that.
See you next week.
See you next week.